It's time for Bear River High School Sports, a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Golden Spike Electric, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Cereal Brands, Riverside Corner, Rudd Funeral Home, Cache Valley Daily, Castelite, Adams Wealth Advisors, Frank May Skidoo, and Hanson Motors. Now, it's time for the Bear River Bears on 104.9 The Ranch.
Welcome, Bear River fans, back to Bear River High School's tonight. Another big football game for the Bears, fresh off their victory at Burley last Friday, a 27-22 win. And tonight they're welcomed back rudely by the Ridgeline Riverhawks, who are off to a 5-0 start, have really put themselves out there as probably the class of the region and a contender for a 4A state championship. I'm Trent Carter. I'll have the call for you tonight on 104.9 The Ranch. You can also find us on YouTube, our audio stream tonight at Bear River Sports with Cache Valley Daily if you want to search us on YouTube. Joining me on the broadcast tonight, welcome back again, Kobe Reese. Let's hope we have at least an exciting performance here for the Bears, coming off a victory and hopefully a little bit of energy in the tank.
Yeah, it's always good to come off a win, and, it's always great to play Ridgeline, in my opinion. I don't care what the record is. Hopefully, you always want to get a little juiced up for that, and hopefully they can come out and kind of keep going with that momentum they had from that win last week.
Yeah, it's kind of a rude awakening for them coming back home against a team like this. You don't get to pick the opponents, but if anything, this is a game you're juiced for. Like you say, it is Ridgeline. There's some history there. The Bears definitely want to defend their home turf. And it's a game hopefully you come to play with a lot of energy and a lot of desire, and anything can happen. We'll see what does happen. Recap for Ridgeline last week, they were on the road at Green Canyon against a team that played in the state championship last year. Very good defensive team. Green Canyon has shut out 3 of their 5 opponents on the season, and Ridgeline went in there and scored 39 points en route to a 39-21 victory over Green Canyon. So, again, Kobe, that may tell us a little bit of what we're in for with this Ridgeline team that seems to be getting a little better as the year goes on.
Yeah, and they've got Dowley coming back that played for them last year and looks like he's throwing for a ton of yards. And, they've always been pretty strong, but, they bring a lot of people back from last year, and putting up that many points a game is pretty impressive. I don't care who you're playing.
Yeah, over 400 yards per game of offense for the Riverhawks. Kind of a spark for Bear River in the last game against Burley. Reggie Hess comes out of nowhere, really. We've talked about his speed earlier games in the year, but comes in, runs for over 150 yards on the ground, a big kickoff return, over 200 total yards and 3 touchdowns for the Bears. What do you expect we see from him today? I'm assuming a larger role.
Yeah, I would expect that as well. It was awesome to see Reggie kind of break out. We've mentioned it before, and they've always kind of had him on kickoffs a little bit, and they've been kicking away from him. Well, they kicked one to him, and he took it to the house, and then we gave him the ball and the runs a couple of times, and, man, he was the spark we needed last week.
So we'll be excited to see what he has for us today. Before we get started today, we are going to have our national anthem. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back on 104.9 The Ranch.
And let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com. Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016. If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brands cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking. Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back, Bears fans, as we get you ready for the Bear Over Bears and the Ridgeline Riverhawks tonight in a Region 11 matchup here at Bear Over High School. Kobe, this is a game where, I hate to say it, you don't want to have to play catch up against Ridgeline, so you're going to have to either match them point for point, or you're going to have to come up with some big defensive stops.
Yeah, I would agree with you 100%. And if I know Coach Waite the way I do, I think he's going to come out. He'll show some different things on defense, and hopefully be able to trick Dahlia a little bit and maybe get him a couple turnovers early, which would be very helpful for us.
For Bear Over, averaging just over 200 yards a game in the air. They've got their rushing up now to about 93 yards a game on the ground. And again, Reggie has his big performance last week in Burley. Really brought that number up quite a bit. One of the things I think for sure has to happen in this game, Kobe, is the turnover battle. If Bear Over finds themselves on the wrong side of the turnover battle, I think you can just say it's over right now. If you can get on the positive side of it and maybe get a couple like you just mentioned, you've got a chance. And I think for Bear Over, it's be within a touchdown going into the fourth quarter, and at that point, anything can happen.
Yeah, for sure. And I like to say, as good as Coach Wade is, we have Coach Cox on the other side, and he's going to have his guys ready as well. But, yeah, if we can get a couple turnovers, kind of get in our head that, hey, we can play with these guys, because maybe on paper this looks like a lopsided battle for sure, but it really comes up to if these guys believe they can play with them.
You know the saying, they don't play the games on paper, and that's why we're here tonight. Ridgeline made the trip. They are going to have to come in here and beat the Bears, and hopefully the Bears have something in store for them tonight. It would be great for the Bears to get their second win. Would be 2 in a row and would drop Ridgeline to 5-1 on the season, and everyone walks out of here happy. Let's see what happens as the Bears are going to kick off to Ridgeline. The Bears will be kicking from right to left on the dial. Ridgeline will receive. They are in their road white uniforms trimmed in green, and I love to say it, but that is an ugly green. Very, very disgusting. And Bear Over will be in their home uniforms, white pants, black jerseys with red letters and the black helmets. The Bears look sharp. Ridgeline looks pukey green, so let's hope they play that way too.
It's probably good they're pretty good, because they'd get a lot more crap if they weren't very good with that color helmet.
Yeah, they've got the game to back it up so far this year, and the kick is away. We appreciate you joining us on the broadcast as that goes deep into the end zone, touchback. You've been listening to the Kent's Market pregame show. We appreciate Kent's Market for sponsoring all of our pregame shows this year, and we are underway. Ridgeline will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Again, it's Nate Dawley that comes out, the junior quarterback for Ridgeline, averaging the 230 yards a game through the air and a couple touchdown passes per game, so there's a lot to stop with this Ridgeline offense, and we'll see how the Bears want to defend it.
Yeah, and it'll be a little interesting. We did lose Garrett Stone to that season-ending injury. Last week was his last week, so we do take a hit on defense there. We'll see who can fill in there.
Yeah, big loss for Bear Over on the defensive side of the ball. Ridgeline starts 1st down and 10, shotgun. They're going deep down the left side. Big throw, receivers open, has to come back, makes the catch up near midfield. A ball that was actually way underthrown, but he was so far out ahead of the defense, he just really sat under it.
Yeah, he ended up getting by Capner there, and Capner just turned and tried to catch up to him and then couldn't really locate the ball after that. It was a good play by the receiver coming back.
So play action on the first one from Ridgeline, gets a big 30-yard gain on the play, and that's Graham Livingston, the junior receiver. He's their leading receiver on the season, and it's not close. They really have a three-headed monster here at Ridgeline. We'll get to their running back here on this play. They hand off straight up the middle. Beautiful tack in there. I believe that's Bingham.
Yep.
And that is number 23 on the handoff, J.T. White for the Riverhawks, the senior. He handles the bulk of the carries.
And that's going to be key. Daxton, he likes to, blitz and get up in there quick, and he's so low to the ground. Those guys can't really get past him, and if he can get him wrapped up, that'll be huge tonight.
Just a gain of 1 on first down, so mark them at their own 48-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Shotgun formation for the Riverhawks. They'll go 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Now they'll motion across the formation to have 3 on the right, and they'll hand off to the left side. And that's good for a gain of 3 or 4 yards on the play. Will bring up their first 3rd down.
Yeah, good tackle there by Ty. Kind of strung that out. Got him a few yards, but was able to bring him down there.
So here's one of those moments early in the game. The Bears can get a stop here on 3rd down. We'll see if Ridgeline would punt the ball away.
Yeah, I think right in midfield, you think they probably would. But let's see if we can even blitz and maybe get him on the ground for a loss here would help.
Daly motions a man from left to right. They will hand off over the right side. There's enough room there for a first down and more. He breaks back to the left side of the field. It's a race to the pylon in the end zone. And they're going to get there first. That's touchdown Ridgeline, and that is J.T. White.
Man, what a cut. He comes off the right side there, and he just saw that whole left side just open up, and he cut it right back. And a great run. Great vision there.
Well-designed plays. They had the motion going to the right, and they handed off over the left side. Beautiful cut. Lots of room to run. So Ridgeline strikes first, and they strike quickly. 2 minutes into the game, Ridgeline 6, Bear River 0, pending the extra point. Snap is finally away, and the kick is up, and that looks good, and it is good. Ridgeline's going to extend their lead to 7 early in the first quarter. So now the Bears will have the opportunity to possess the ball, and here we go. They're going to have to answer, and it'll be one of those situations. If we can't answer on either side of the ball, we might have to find some talking material tonight. Let's hope not.
Yeah, I mean, kind of worst-case scenario there. They score so quick, but hopefully it doesn't take the wind out of ourselves, and we can always. I'm sure Coach Waite's saying, "Hey, it's just one score. Let's get out there and see what we can do now." We haven't even had the ball, so we're okay.
Special thanks as well to Adams Wealth Advisor tonight for powering tonight's broadcast. Adams Wealth Advisors.
One thing I will hand it to the Bear River fans: they turn out no matter what.
Oh, beautiful crowd here tonight. It is a beautiful night as well. Perfect night for some football.
Yeah.
So back to receive for Bear River will be Reggie Hess and Stevens, I believe. Is that who's over there?
I think so. Yeah. Both two dynamic runners. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, they're kicking it short, so that's good.
Kick's going to be taken down the right side of the field. It will be Stevens. Now he'll come back to the middle of the field. Has a little bit of a seam tripped up, but he gets out to about the 28-yard line. Nice return.
Definitely a directional kick there. You can tell they didn't want to kick it to Reggie there. They're going to kick it away from him all night long, which doesn't surprise me. But let's see what happens here with the Bears on offense.
So it'll be Jackson Tyre coming out, the junior quarterback for the Bears. He's had an up and down start to the season so far. He's had some really nice plays.
Yeah, we need to get his confidence going. He kind of struggled again in Burley. It'd be nice to get him going.
First snap is handed off up the middle, and it is Reggie Hess on the first carry, and he'll grab a few hard yards up to about the 33, 34-yard line.
Well, that's good to see right off the bat there.
So to answer the question, Reggie Hess gets the first carry of the game for the Bears, and he figures to be a big part of the offense today after his performance.
Yeah, definitely kind of not hard not to give him the ball after what he did last week. So
brings up a 2nd down and 5. Bears will run a tight formation here, and they're going to go with a quarterback keeper over the left side. Ridgeline plays it beautifully. That'll be a loss of 3 on the play. Really looked like a goal line set out there, which we don't see from the Bears often.
No, I mean, definitely a designed run there, and probably good it was coming this way because I think that ball popped out there and luckily just went out of bounds right before he was pushed out. Big 3rd down here.
Yeah, brings up a 3rd down and 8 after the loss of 3 yards. Bear River will now go spread 2 receivers to each side. Hess in the backfield next to Tyre. They go hard count. Ridgeline shows their defense. Looks like they're bringing pressure off the right side.
Yeah, so Jackson should see now what he's got for sure. They're definitely gonna, unless Ridgeline backs off, but
they'll bring pressure over the right side. They get a chip. Here's a throw. It's high over the intended receiver's head, Brager. So
yeah.
I think initially that read was there. He looked like he had man-to-man down the sideline and then ended up kind of dropping into a safety over the top of him.
Yeah, I think once they showed blitz, that number 1 for Ridgeline there, it looks like he was coming with pressure, and then when we changed the play, he stayed back and they brought it from a different place, and I think it kind of fooled Jackson a little there.
So the Bears will go 3 and out on their first possession. Low snap. The punt is away. It's going to land at the 38-yard line, get a beautiful roll all the way down to about the 21. So Ridgeline will start on the same spot they were on their last possession, just about the 20-yard line.
I love that turf for that. Dallin, I'm not sure what he's averaging for punt yards this year, but he at least flips the field for us.
Yeah, he gets – what does he get on that one? I'm not good at math between these hash marks. About a 60-yard punt on that one.
Yeah.
Granted, 20 of it was after the roll, but good punters will land them that way, so they'll kick and go. So Ridgeline second possession. They're leading 7-0 over the Bears with just under 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dowley in shotgun. They'll motion fullback from right to left. Now he'll sprint out over the left side, throw out into the flat. The same guy they motioned, he's got it for a first down and out near the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like either, on that, if they're in man and Kapner goes with the receiver, that should probably be a linebacker's guy coming out of the backfield there, and I'm not sure if they were in zone and we didn't come up, or I'll watch that closer next time.
That was number 40, Crew Jones, the tight end, the sophomore tight end. So Ridgeline 1st and 10 after the gain of 14 on first down. They'll go a receiver to each side. Lone back next to Dolly. This time he'll fake the handoff. Now he'll keep it over the right side with some room to run. Cuts back to the middle. Flag down on the field. Picks up 15 yards, but it looks like that one might be coming back in the area of holding.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what the ref's signaling there.
Holding against the Riverhawks. Bring them back 10 yards, and we'll replay first down.
Got a little lucky there on that one because I'm not even sure that really affected the play. Dowley saw that and kind of took off. I don't know if he audibled into that, but there was no one on that side to stop that run there.
Yeah, Ridgeline's offensive line so far is doing a really nice job of getting things blocked up. There's some big guys in there. They've got first down and about 13 yards, now back at their own 33-yard line. They'll go 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Lone back next to Dolly. He'll take the snap. He'll sprint out over the right side. Now throw a sideline route. Ooh, that's intended for number 11, Graham Livingston. And in the secondary, there was a big hit on Hunter Knighton.
Yeah, that's a tough throw for a lefty rolling, that way and having to get his hips around. He flung him around pretty good, but just kind of didn't get quite enough pull down on that to hit the receiver.
That was one of those I was nervous the Bears were going to get a flag. I think Murray thought that throw was going to Knighton, so he put a big hit on him.
Yeah.
But the Bears get away clean. It's now second down and long for Ridgeline. Now they'll motion right to left across the formation, looking to throw. They set up the screen pass. They've got 3 blockers out in front. They did it beautifully, but the Bears closed nicely. Knocked out of bounds after a gain of about 7 yards.
Yeah, that could have gone for a lot more yards with all those big guys out there, and luckily the Bears, that was a good play by them coming up, filling those gaps.
That was one you were nervous because when you saw 3 big linemen just perfectly spaced out, it was like they were going to mow down the field.
Yeah, I'm not even sure there was no one over there at first, and maybe they didn't know who to hit, but then our guys ran past them, luckily.
So big third down, Ridgeline at their own 40-yard line, 3rd down and 7. Dally takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Bears got a free run to him, and they throw, and he gets it into the secondary, caught at the 50, makes a move, gets down about the 43-yard line, give him 15, 16 yards on the play. Just the pressure didn't get there quite quick enough.
Yeah, and Dally sensed that pressure. He set those feet quick and fired, and that's the thing with when you're blitzing like that. If he can get rid of it quick, might put us in trouble tonight, but
I was surprised at how deep the receiver was into that route. He ran kind of a middle cut, but was already 15 yards down the field. Impressive route.
Hey, he threw a bullet, too.
So here Ridgeline is 1st and 10 in Bear River territory. We're now down about 7 minutes in the first quarter. Ridgeline leading 7-0. Here's a deep throw down the right side. Receiver has it. Met instantly and knocked out of bounds. That's taken by number 13, Brady Cook.
Another nice throw there by Dally, right on the money.
Yeah, put it right between two defenders. The safety comes up to make the play. I didn't see who was on the tackle on that one.
I think it was Bingham. Not Bingham, excuse me.
Yeah, Riley Bingham.
Yeah, Riley Bingham. Yeah, it was Bingham. I was
You
thinking
had it
Daxton
right.
for a minute, but it's Riley Bingham, yeah. I knew it was the Bingham, dang it.
1st and 10 for Ridgeline. Markham at Bear River's 29-yard line. The Bears have had Ridgeline into a couple of third downs, unable to get them off the field. Here's the snap. Handoff goes up the middle. Beautiful tackle. That is Daxton Bingham in on that one.
Yeah, again, he came off and he blitzes, and I don't know if it's because he's size or whatever, but they can't seem to
don't pick him up.
up.
No.
And a great play by him getting in there again.
Seems to find the little holes to sneak through.
Yeah.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10 in Ridgeline in Bear River territory again at the 29-yard line. Dally has 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, lone back. Dally takes the snap, looks to throw deep down the left side, rifles in a bullet. Good coverage, but gets it just over the defender who wasn't looking, and that's all the way down to the 5-yard line. Another perfect pass thrown by Dally.
Yeah, right on the money. And credit to the offensive line there. We pressured again and blitzed, and it was like they couldn't get through that time. So he had plenty of time, and just what a throw.
Again, that's Graham Livingston for the Riverhawks. He's made some really nice catches. And Ridgeline set up again, 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. 3 receivers on the right side of the formation, shotgun. Over on the left hash mark. Dally takes the snap, wants to throw again, throws out in the flat, and just out of the hands of the intended receiver, Jackson Lindsay. That's their running back. Haven't seen a lot of him. He is their 2nd leading rusher.
Yeah, littler guy, but looks like from that he was pretty fast. So
just seems like Ridgeline so far, Kobe has had guys. They've got someone in the flat, they've got someone mid, and they've got someone long, and you've got to be able to guard all 3.
Yep. Yeah, and that's really some good offensive play calls on top of that. Like it's, like I say, Cox is a good coach over there, and he's got them running good plays.
Here's more of a power formation from Ridgeline. 1 receiver on the right side. They run straight up the middle, and that is Lindsay, and he'll punch it in for the touchdown for Ridgeline.
The offensive line there kind of flexed their muscle and kind of pushed us back before he could he was halfway to the end zone by the time we touched him. So
Ridgeline now with 5:58 to go in the first quarter. 13-0, pending the extra point.
They're coming out with all sorts of looks on offense. I think it's got the Bears a little wondering what's going on here.
We'll see if the Bears can quickly make a few adjustments. The extra point is up and good. Looks like they've got themselves a really good. I mean, we've got the best in Stone Higley, but good kicker there from Ridgeline as well. I didn't catch his number, but
I'll catch her next time. See what happens.
Looks like it's 81 potentially. Aaron Young, the senior, 6'4". He's a big kicker. They're all big.
They're all pretty big.
Even the kicker's 6'4".
They are pretty good size out there for sure.
So we'll see if Bear River can respond on their second possession. They went 3 and out on their first one. It's kind of been a exactly the start you didn't want to have. Ridgeline 2 quick scores. Bear River 3 and out on their first possession, and here they find themselves down 14-0 in the first quarter. Hopefully they keep the spirits up, see what they can get something going on this drive. Need a big play.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully we can, respond here so they kind of fire back at them right now is what we need to.
Kick is squibbed up the middle. That's taken at the 35-yard line by the Bears and run up to about the 40. Oh, the ball came out on the end, and I hate to say it, but it looked like Ridgeline might have got on that.
They're pointing that way. Let's hope we got back on that. It does not look like it.
Still no indication from the officials. Now they do. Ridgeline gets on it. The ball was taken by Vonk for Bear River on the, I don't know what you call those guys, the mid guys up there, and just not used to getting the football. Made a nice play to get some yards, but ball security comes out, and Ridgeline's in business.
When you're not used to handling the ball a lot, you might carry it a little, maybe not quite so tight, and as soon as he got kind of in traffic there, it popped out. But, again, another smart play by Ridgeline. They're going to keep it from our deep guys, it looks like, all night if they can.
So Ridgeline's going to run back out there after they just scored to go up 14-0. Again, we're just under 6 minutes in the first quarter. Dolly surveys the field. He's got 2 receivers on the left side. Now they'll motion one more over there. Fake the handoff up the middle. They pick up the blitz, and Dolly's going to take off over the left side. Makes a good move. He's going to get out to first down yardage plus a little bit more.
It kind of shows his athleticism there, too. Not only has he got a heck of an arm, but, man, that's good scramble there and picked up, 12?
Yeah, good blitz pickup as the Bears had a free runner, and the running back stepped up and picked him up. And then, Dolly wanted to throw, made a couple of reads, and then made the right decision and got the first down with his feet, which he runs. He's been running, I'll have to check the numbers, but he's run for a couple hundred yards on the ground already this season. Here we go. Ridgeline comes out 1st and 10. They're at the Bear River 30-yard line. They'll fake the handoff over the right side. They'll pick up the blitz again. He's going to throw deep into the end zone. There's defenders there. Goes in and out of the arms of the Bear River defender as the receiver came back and tried to swipe it away in the end zone. And that's one in a game like this you got to come away with. Back in coverage for the Bears was Tice Kapner.
Yeah, and that, Tice was right there, and I thought he had that one. You got to give Ridgeline maybe a hair of credit on that. That receiver came back and almost played as like a defender there and kind of knocked it out of his hands. Not the best ball Dolly's thrown all night. He had a little bit of a duck throw to that one, but I'm sure he'll redeem himself.
Yeah, when you start a game off like he has, you almost feel invincible, and every throw's getting in.
Yep.
So great coverage by the Bears on that one. Ultimately just ends up in an incompletion. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Ridgeline at Bear River's 30-yard line. Now Ridgeline wants to take a timeout. 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Ridgeline 14, Bear River 0. We'll take the break here on 104.9 The Ranch.
To the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
All right, Ridgeline back out there after a quick timeout. Wanted to discuss this 2nd down play. Take the low snap, handoff up the middle, and that's met nicely by the Bear River defenders. Titan Jones, the first one to get him met. Also in there is Daxton Sorensen, or Bingham, sorry.
Yeah, great play there by Ty. He just filled that hole and kind of was looking like the blitz anyway, but he just filled that hole and put him right on his back.
So here we go, 3rd down and 11. Bear River finds themselves in a good spot. Let's see if they can get Ridgeline to make a decision. This is kind of that no man's land where you're out of field goal range but not really in a situation to punt. They'll probably go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I mean, looked like their kicker did have a little bit of a big leg, but this would be deep. So
they motion the running back to the right side. Nothing doing. Dally wants to throw. Here comes a hold on Ridgeline. They throw over the middle and get the first down. But the pressure off the edge by Bear River caused the hold, and it looks like Ridgeline will be 3rd down and 21.
Yeah. Good rush there. I think that was Brecken Haynes coming around the end there, and the guy just kind of held on to him for a little too long.
And really the one positive for the Bears so far this season has been the play of their defensive line. They really play a 3-man front, and then they'll always seem to bring at least one linebacker up, but that 3-man front has been excellent all year.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done a good job. And they're young, so, I mean, it's good to know they'll have a lot of experience next year, and not looking forward to next year already, but it's good they're getting a lot of time as younger classmen.
It's something that's always into your mind when you see the sophomores and juniors in there getting a lot of playing time. It always usually bodes well for the next season. Yeah. So Ridgeline's 3rd and long. They'll spread us out again. Dally sends a man in motion. Now he looks to throw, steps into the pocket, throws deep over the middle, has a man wide open. Bearer's going to have to get him before the marker. They won't. He's 1st down inside the 10-yard line, fighting for more. Middle of the field wide open on that play as Dally stepped up into the pocket and delivered a nice throw.
Yeah, calm, cool, collected, just kind of stepped up, took his time. Could have probably ran, but wouldn't have got the 1st down, but found that guy deep in the middle. And I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping maybe they'd screwed up a little bit. We can hear Ridgeline's coaches over there slamming the table, yelling at somebody. So we were
thought there was a mistake coming.
Yeah.
I think it was the guy wasn't going in motion.
Yeah.
So Ridgeline now set up again, 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. More of a tight formation this time. They want to throw the fade route to the corner. Almost one-hand catch made there by Livingston. But he is human, isn't able to bring that one in, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that's one of those, I don't know how many times I threw that in practice. Coach Perry would have me throw it to a garbage can all day long to try to get this arch on that perfectly, and that one maybe was just a little too much bullet there for him to bring it down. Should be a little more of a lob on that one.
Yeah, you see that throw a lot in football, and very difficult throw to make.
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure why everybody tries it so much,
yeah,
to be honest.
I'm not either, because even the professionals have a hard time with that throw. This time the handoff goes straight up the middle. The Bears fighting to keep him out of the end zone. Looks like they'll bring him down just short of the goal line. It'll be 3rd down and goal for Ridgeline.
Yeah, good stop up the middle linebackers there, and I think Brady Payne was in on that one as well. Our defensive line, they have their hands full today with all these guys from Ridgeline being twice their size.
Well, and when you have an offense that's this complex, I mean, this is a benefit when you can run an offense like this, when you've got the skilled players to be able to spread you out and run these kind of routes. And Ridgeline's good at it.
Yeah.
They'll motion from left to right with Livingston. Now Dally takes the snap, wants to go right. Now he's going to try and sprint for the pylon over the left side, lowers his shoulders, and he'll get in. That's a touchdown, a rushing touchdown for Nate Dally.
Yeah, it looked like almost like that was designed, right? They had their guy in motion, and then that far receiver came across the middle on like a drag, and he just took off and ran to the pylon trying to beat everybody, which he did.
Yeah, the receiver. Well, they motioned to this side, and then they ran the receiver, and it just opened up all sorts of room over there. And again, just going where we're not, and they've been able to find those open spots in the first quarter, and it's now 20 for Ridgeline, 0 for the Bears, 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Extra point pending for Ridgeline. Snaps away, the hold's good, and the kick has plenty of leg as it gets back almost to the scoreboard. So nice kick again, and Ridgeline takes a 21-0 lead. Again, special thanks to our sponsors for tonight's game, Castlelight. Whether you're looking for brick for your home, tile for a bathroom remodel, or pavers for the new walkway, think Castlelight, online at castlelight.com.
Yeah, I can't even say, I don't even know what to call this start. It's not good. We've ran 3 plays and we're down 21-0, so it's not the way we wanted to get going here.
So the only possession for the Bears ended in a 3-and-out. And then Ridgeline scored on their first two, and the next one was that kickoff that wasn't an onside really. It was a squib kind of down the middle, taken by our mid guys, and tried to return it, and the ball was fumbled, and then Ridgeline has just scored again. So now we'll see if the Bears offense can respond with their second offensive possession.
Yeah, we got to get something going here.
Another squib kick, this time to the other side of the field, and that's going to get out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. I think that brings it out to the 35.
Yeah,
I can't remember for sure.
I think you're right. I think it's different. It seems like on every level, so I think 35 is correct. But they're pretty bound and determined not to kick it to our deep guys. That's proven to me.
So the Bears will start 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Special thanks to K&N Automotive. When you need reliable auto repairs, visit K&N Automotive in Tremont for fast, quality service from complex to routine. That's K&N Automotive. C&R Trailer Sales, whether you need a trailer for your family or your stock, C&R Trailer Sales in Elwood has what you need. Find them online at crtrailer.com. So the Bears run out onto the field. This will be their second offensive possession of the first quarter. There's just over 3 minutes to go with Ridgeline leading 21-0. Again, more of a bunch formation for Bear Rivers. They'll hand off up the middle. That's Hess on the handoff, and very reminiscent of the first drive. Gets 5 yards on first down.
Yep. Say we're getting ahead of the chains, which is good the first 2 times. Now if we can make a good play here, keep it 3rd and short or get a first down.
Bears look over to the sideline. This time Bearver will go 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Hess the lone back on the left side of Tyre. Now they'll motion across the formation with Avery. Tyre to throws over to the right side. Almost broke a seam, and that ball's fumbled out of bounds. After we picked up the first down, that ball squirts to the sideline and out of bounds. That's Brager on the catch.
Yeah, it's good to see him getting involved this week. I don't even think he had a catch last week, did he?
It was all Cash Avery and Stevens for Bear River last week in the passing game.
Yeah. We need to get Eli involved, and that's a good start. And I think Coach Waite felt that same way. We've had 2 passes to him now in the first 2 drives. So
another split formation, 2 to each side. Still Hess in the backfield. Tyre in shotgun takes the snap. This time he will hand off to Reggie Hess over the right side. They converge on him. That'll be just a short gain of 1 on first down. Puts the Bears right at midfield. As the clock now runs under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter with Ridgeline up 21-0. As the Ridgehawks again, they come into not the Ridgehawks, the Riverhawks, whatever they are. They come into this game 5-0, so they're expected to come in do well. They've been playing well. They've been getting better. Bear River coming off their first win of the season. Big task here tonight. See if the Bears can get some points on this drive.
Yeah, probably pretty crucial we do right now, and I think Coach Waite's a little frustrated, had a little confusion who was supposed to be in there on the sideline. Looked like the play clock was running down, and he ended up having to call a timeout there.
So Bear River will take the timeout. Again, it's 2nd down and 9. Bears at midfield trying to get something going to slow Ridgeline down, or at least keep their offense off the field. Some of our other great sponsors for tonight's game. Spike Power Sports. Spike Polaris Honda is your local dealer for all the fun stuff. Razors, 4-wheelers, new and used. They service them too. Find more at gspike.com. Gem Electric sponsors our post-game show, and we'll look forward to that after the game as we'll get the player of the game and some stats. That'll be on the Gem Electric post-game show tonight. Dyer takes the snap. On 2nd and long, Hess squirts through the middle and fights for some yardage way out. I don't know, ends up getting about 7 yards on that play.
Yeah, they were carrying a couple people back, and he was still going forward, so that's good.
So it brings up a very manageable third down for Bear River inside Ridgeline territory. This has got to be 4-down territory, about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Have to go for it here.
And as efficiently as Ridgeline's moved the ball, I don't think it matters where you put them on the field. You want to keep them off the field.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tyre takes the snap. He will hand off up the middle. Hess trying to poke through, find that first down. He may have got 1. We'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and short. I think if it's me, I'm just putting Ty back there and having him plow for a half a yard and get this thing. But
there's going to be 4th down and 1 exactly from where they've got it spotted. Everyone's still looking over at the sidelines. Tyden Jones is out there with this bunch on the field. And I think, we're going to make it to the end of the first quarter. I thought we're going to call a timeout again. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's Ridgeline 21, Bear River 0. Bears on the move on 104.9 The Ranch.
Service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Start of the second quarter. Bear River with a 4th down and 1 inside Ridgeline territory at the 41-yard line. Big play here for the Bears. Snap taken by Tyre, wants to throw, does over the right side, has a first down, breaks the tackle, down inside the 25-yard line. That's Eli Breger.
Good play there, and they blitzed, and Jackson stood in there and hit Eli. That was big play there. Good way to break a tackle and get extra yards there, too.
So that's twice that Breger's found a catch on the sideline, able to get some yards after the catch. And the Bears in business now at the 25-yard line of Ridgeline, 1st and 10. Empty backfield this time as they have Hess and Breger on the right side. Trips to the left side. Now they'll motion into the backfield with Stevens. Tyre takes the snap. He wants to throw. Throws to Stevens on the right side in the flat. Met by 2 Ridgeline defenders after just a short gain on the play.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to mix some things up here, trying to kind of help, I think, Jackson read the defense by putting some guys in motion. And when he did that, he knew he was going to be open there in the flat. So it was a good, easy read there by Jackson to hit him for a couple yards.
Pickup of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8, now down inside the 25-yard line. Hess back in the backfield. They'll go 2 to the left, Breger on the right side. Tyre takes the snap. He's going to hand off over the left side to Hess, tries to make a move inside, now bounces it outside, and just nothing there as Ridgeline converges, and the ball is out again. So just a lot of extra effort when there wasn't really anything there, and Ridgeline comes out of the pile with the ball, and they signal it is Ridgeline's ball.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately it's exactly what you said we couldn't do, right? Is lose that turnover battle, and now that's our second one. And unfortunately, right when we're moving the ball as well, it kind of kills momentum.
Early in the, it's not like it was 4th down and 5. It was 2nd down and 8. And the Bears turn the ball over, so the Bears are -2 in the turnover category here in the first half. Ridgeline has scored on every possession.
Yeah,
unfortunately, it's just things that couldn't happen in a game like this.
No, when you're playing a team that's 5-0 and is putting up the points and stuff that they're doing now, you almost have to play a perfect game, and right now we're not doing it.
So the offense was able to move the ball into Ridgeline territory just outside the red zone, but another turnover cost the Bears, and Ridgeline takes over. The official's going to stop the play. Delay a game on Ridgeline, move them back 5 yards to start their possession. Yeah. We're 11:03 to go until halftime. Ridgeline 21, Bear River 0.
If I know Coach Cox, he's not going to be real thrilled about that penalty.
No, I was looking at their sideline. They all seem to be pretty exasperated about that. A few of the things that have gone wrong for them today, one or two.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 15. Pretty sure Ridgeline broke the huddle. I'm not sure I understand you can break the huddle and run that guy off the field, but maybe I don't understand the rule.
That's another guy ran in, too. I don't know if it's just can't have him in the huddle or.
So here's a throw over the right side taken by Livingston again. Quick as a cat, gets out to first down yardage. They had him, had one-on-one tackle at about 3 yards, and he's just tough to bring down.
Yeah, quick, fast, and you break one tackle there, and he just able to run for a lot of yards there.
Again, that's the junior Graham Livingston, their leading receiver, and he's shown excellent hands in this game, lots of speed. When he does get out in the open field, he keeps his center of gravity pretty low. 1st and 10 Ridgeline at the 39-yard line. Livingston down on the near side. They're going to throw out here to the flat. That's taken by the big tight end. 6'4", breaks the tackle. He's down the sideline to the 35. Now cuts back in. They've got two blockers out in front, and he's going to score. Unbelievable.
Wow.
That's number 40, Crew Jones, the 6'4" tight end, and he was trying to push it down the left side and then just made one cut, and then he had that's the sign of a good team. You got guys pursuing for Ridgeline and trying to get out in front and block, and two guys caught up and made great blocks.
Yeah, and they did. And, kudos to him. A lot of times it seems like guys just would have kept running down the sideline and maybe getting pushed out, but he was like, no thanks. I'm taking this for as far as I can, and then he got some help there.
So that makes the score 27-0, pending the extra point for Ridgeline. Again, we're still early in the first half.
The bad thing about that is that, we've had the last two plays, we've had them in for short yardage, and we've got to make those tackles.
So they stop the play on the extra point. Penalty on Bear River. They'll move it closer to the goal line, and then Ridgeline can either attempt the PAT or decide if they want to try and go for it. Looks like they'll keep the kicking unit out there.
Probably not a big reason to go for two right now.
No, I wouldn't think so. Not again, their kicker, Aaron Young, the 6'4" senior. Snaps away, the hold's down, the kick is up and good again. Another nice kick. And Ridgeline goes up 28-0 on the Bears after the fumble. So they've had two offensive possessions they've scored on. They've had two Bear River turnovers that they've also scored on. That sums it up.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm not sure what to say to that. That's not the exact opposite of what we needed and wanted to start this game. We're still 10 minutes and 38 seconds in the second quarter left. So,
And there's just been a couple of big plays that, we've mentioned the tackling. The Bears have really been doing some arm tackling, which is something you can't do with these big athletic players. And Ridgeline can sense it. They're not looking to get out of bounds. They're looking to make a big play, and they've made a few big ones.
Yeah, they have, and they will continue to do it. At some point, you just got to say, hey, I'm going to get this guy, and I'm going to bring him down no matter what. And they can do it. We're good enough tacklers to do it, but sometimes you lose a little confidence in your ability when things aren't going your way.
Ridgeline set to kick to the Bears. They'll be kicking from right to left. Bear River back deep. They will take this one at the 6-yard line. I believe that's Stevens that gets it. He'll go back to the middle of the field, finds a seam, and then it's brought down at the 30 there. Both of the times they've got it back there, it's been close to breaking out. And I think Ridgeline, if they're over there saying, see, that's why we don't kick to them.
That's exactly right.
So the Bears will start at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get some things going here. We've methodically moved the ball down the field that last time. Hopefully we can get some plays, maybe pick up some chunk yards and get our offense rolling. It just seems like we haven't really got going.
Yeah, Ridgeline jumped on us so fast that they're up 4 touchdowns, and Bear River they've had the ball twice. So here we go. Tyre in shotgun formation. Hess behind him, fakes left, and then fakes right, and then he'll hand off over the left side of the formation. Tries to stretch it out, but again, not much there on first down.
The Ridgeline, they did their homework. They watched the Burley game just like we did.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I think, Ridgeline, they're going to play one safety right now. I think they believe Bear River's not going to get much over the top, and at some point you're going to have to try and take a shot on them.
Yeah, for sure.
Bears back to the 2 receiver, 1 to the right as they bring in a few more guys to maybe max protect here. They'll throw over the left side. Catch is made up near first down yardage. They'll mark him right at the sticks, and that's Brager again.
Yeah, and that's going to be there all day long, so it's good to get that first down, and that's what we didn't hit that last week, which, I guess we got the W, so it's okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of been our bread and butter.
I kind of like that, too. Bring a couple extra guys in there. Let's go max protect and make sure Jackson gets time to set his feet and make a throw.
Yeah, I agree.
They'll go back into that formation. Really 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, but the other receivers in tight on the line in case they got a chip block here. Tyre takes the snap. They will block. This time they'll throw the slant down the right side, and Jackson just threw it a little short and into the ground. Had Stevens on the slant. Would have been close to a first down.
Yeah, definitely a timing route, and I don't know if maybe he just kind of threw it just a little short there. Maybe you broke it a yard or two down the field too much, or Jackson maybe was thinking something else. But, yeah, those are just those timing routes that Jackson's actually been spot on with those this year.
Bears spread them out here on second down and long. Now we're in a 5-receiver set. Hess in the backfield by Jackson. They'll take the snap. This time throws down the left side again. They try and press a little bit this time on Brager. Makes the catch, picks up 5 yards.
I like the setup here. You know, that one now, that corner is kind of like, hey, I'm not going to let him do this to me all day long. And I think it's about time for that double move.
Yeah,
and jump that
fake
thing.
the curl route and send the go route and see what's there.
Yeah, I think if got a shot, maybe got the crowd back involved would help us a little bit as well.
Tyden Jones runs out onto the field for the Bears. It'll be, the sideline says second. I thought it was just third a minute ago. It shows second down and 6.
Yeah, the scoreboard I think is right. It's 3rd and 6.
Tyre takes the snap. Hands off over the right side. Oh, it looked like he had an opening, and there's a tackle made by Ridgeline, but I think you're right. I think he was reached up high around the shoulder pads, and hopefully that gives the Bears a first down.
Yeah,
maybe that's why he made the tackle so quick. I thought he was going to bust that one open, and maybe he thought penalty or nothing here.
Yeah, I think that was the only way he was going to grab him. Kind of grabbed him right out of the blue. Yeah, it looked like he was going to hit that end there, but it worries me a little bit that these refs are talking so much about this. It's almost like someone's trying to talk
them out of the call.
Yeah.
Everyone making sure they understand what the definition of maybe the horse collar is. We'll see.
Really kind of depends where he grabbed him, and if he just grabbed the back of his jersey, then it's not, but looks like they're going to call it.
Yeah, horse collar penalty against Ridgeline. That'll give the Bears a first down. Which looks like, based on the change, they were going to give us an extra down anyway, but move the ball now into Ridgeline territory. Mark it at the 41-yard line, and the Bears are in business.
Yeah, this is one I hate to say do or die, but we really need to get some points on this drive. Kind of keep our hopes going and, like I said, get the crowd back involved here.
Again, Ridgeline playing single safety. Their corners are back about 8 yards off the line. Here's the snap. Tyre wants to throw. Slant over the middle. Looked like early contact on Brager, who was hit in the route just a little early. They'll let it go as the pass is broken up.
Yeah, definitely really close there, but yeah, kind of look from up here like he got there early. But, I do like what Coach Waite's doing right now. Everything's a 3-step drop for Jackson, get rid of the ball quick, not make him, feel that pressure from the Ridgeline rush. And he really, pretty good throw there. Like I said, I thought it was going to be complete.
So brings up second down and 10. Bear River at Ridgeline's 41-yard line. Tyre takes a snap. He's going to sprint out over the left side. Hess tries to get out and block a little bit. And Tyre's going to pick up just a couple of yards on 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, good play there by Jackson. I got a couple yards, but, Ridgeline, I don't know if that's an automatic or if they'd called that before, but they blitzed a couple guys, and Jackson just took the ball and ran. It looked like it was the designed quarterback run, but worked out well.
So give him no gain on the play. 3rd down and 9. Brager will be down here on the near side of the field next to the Bear River sideline. Looks like Stevens in the slot next to him. Tyden Jones or Cash Avery on the other side. High throw intended for Stevens, goes off his hands, almost intercepted. But it falls to the turf, and they'll bring up 4th down for Bear River.
Yeah, just a little behind Stevens there, Tatum, and kind of tipped it up into the air. Glad that one landed on the turf and not a pick.
Yeah, Ridgeline gets their hands on that one. There is nobody in front of them. It's one of those out there in the flat. So here we go. Bears are going to go for it on 4th down and 9 at the Ridgeline 40-yard line. 4 receiver set. Go hard count. Now they'll look to the sideline, see if Coach Waite wants to change the play. 8:04 to go in the 2nd quarter. And now Coach Waite's going to call a timeout as he's frustrated that either the play he wanted them to change to didn't happen. He's pointing to the defense, or somebody saying, "Did you see this?"
Yeah, I think he's saying, hey, Jackson, you got to be a little more aware. He's pointing back there to the ref, and he's saying, hey, when he's putting his arm out, you got 5 seconds. Clock should be stopped. Yeah, and he's not real happy there. That is one of those things as a quarterback. You need to be watching there to make sure that your coach doesn't have to burn a timeout.
Bob's Body Shop sponsored tonight's uniform check for both teams, a preferred auto body repair center in Tremont, and they'll take care of all the insurance paperwork for you. That's Bob's Body Shop. Call 257-7825. The Bears back out there for this 4th down and 9 play.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get the clock squared away. 7:50s look like what they're saying.
7:57?
7:50. I think that's what they're signaling from down there. That's what I'm getting. If not, maybe they'll show us again.
I think they said 8. Should be exactly at 8 minutes.
8 even is what they want.
8 even now. Oh.
No one's waving up here at us anymore, so they must like it.
Yeah.
And we're ready for 4th down and 9. Snap from Tyre, drops back, steps up into the pocket, and that's a sack by Ridgeline as he stepped up to want to make a throw, but then there was no one to throw to and really collapsed at that point. So Bears will turn it over on downs at midfield as a loss of about 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, Jackson's coming off holding his hand like something's hurt. I hope he's okay. We'll see.
Yeah, he's shaking it out a little bit. Oh, he's got a pinky that's, you can see that from here. Either he was holding it out there or it was stuck out there.
Yeah, maybe, let's see, Sean's going to go over there and say, hey, do I need to pull that thing back in or what's going on?
It's always when you see him shaking it like that, like, why are you there? You need to be somewhere else. First snap from Ridgeline. They try and go deep down the middle of the field. Good coverage. That is Bingham back there in coverage, and the pass falls incomplete. So it's apparent what Ridgeline's game plan was tonight, and has been through the air. Whether first down, all downs, they've been willing to throw the ball. Really haven't handed it off much.
No, a couple of runs they had were successful too, so it surprised me they haven't gone with it a little more.
This time they will hand off over the right side, and they'll get 6 yards on 2nd and 10 into Bear River territory at the 45-yard line.
I think that's going to come back as well. There's a flag down. I think it's probably an illegal formation there on Ridgeline.
Probably be the reason the coach is so upset next to us is guys weren't in the right spot.
Yeah, kind of one of those telltale signs when the sideline judge throws it right when the snap goes off that it's probably a legal formation.
So they'll move Ridgeline back 10 yards. Excuse me, 5 yards. We'll replay second down.
Hopefully now we got him behind the chains. Let's get it one big stop here, and hopefully, maybe have him throw it deep for an incomplete pass or something. So far, the yardage hasn't really mattered. They've been picking it up in chunks. So
They'll go 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Now they'll motion back towards the middle of the field. Looks to throw deep. Now Daly steps up, and he does throw deep. Wide open receiver in the route. Got behind everybody, and that's a touchdown for Ridgeline, as the official was the only one back there, and even he fell down. So I believe that's Jeff Woodland on the catch for Ridgeline, and he gets Ridgeline their 5th touchdown.
yeah, that Daly, I'm pretty impressed with this kid. Just kind of textbook, drops back, kind of scoots up in the pocket, takes his time, and then, man, just a bullet right down about 35, 40 yards in the air, right on the money.
Yeah, it seems like no matter where he's moving on the field, he always gets into his back leg, and everything comes off with a lot of power.
Yeah, you can see why he's throwing for 230 yards a game.
Kick is up and good on the extra point, and Ridgeline extends their lead in the first half to 35-0. 7:19 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to Bear River Bears football on 104.9 The Ranch.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years.
7:19 to go in the second quarter. Ridgeline has just scored to make the score 35-0. Kick is away. This time looks like the kick's going to get almost into the end zone, taken at the 1-yard line. Beautiful kick. Taken up to about the 18-yard line, and that's where Bearville will start. That's about as good as you can do on a kick. You get it almost out of bounds, but right at the goal line.
Yeah, that was about as perfect.
I mean, it's going about the way that you would expect from the way this game's going. Even their kicking game's putting it in there perfectly.
Yeah.
So the Bears will start deep in their own territory at the 18-yard line.
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those. I think I take a chance on that one. Hopefully it bounces into the end zone.
Yeah.
Out of bounds.
It's either going there or out of bounds. Great point. Tyre takes the snap, looks to hand off up the middle to Hess. Nothing doing. Maybe a yard on first down. Just haven't been able to get Reggie into a seam yet.
Yeah, no, we need to get him out in the open. That's when he really shines. So.
Second down and 10 for the Bears. Again, inside their own territory at the 18. They'll have 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Tyre takes the snap, looks to throw. Throws over here on the right side. That's Brager, and he'll pick up 7 yards on second down of the same play we've seen now on this side of the field.
That's been our one positive play all night, hasn't it? That little 6-yard curl.
Yeah, I mean, if Ridgeline's content to let their corners play back, I think you got to keep taking it.
Yeah.
Keep yourself in the down.
Yeah, I mean they're playing off 7-8 yards, so.
See what the Bears can get here on third down and 3. Tyre takes the snap. They're going to hand off up the middle to Hess. He tries to sneak through for first down yardage, and he's got it. So give him 5 yards.
It's a good hard run there. It's almost like Ridgeline is just tempting the Bears to throw deep. They're sitting back in this cover 3 and just saying, hey, come try.
Yeah. And when you've got a lead like this, you can play a little bit more backed off and force them to get chunk yards, which the Bears have done at multiple times in this game, but then ultimately we've put the ball on the ground to end a drive. Another tight formation for Bear River. They've got 2 receivers on the left side. See if they want to go max protect. They will fake the handoff, and Jackson Tire squeaks through on the left side, but unable to keep his footing, just picks up, maybe give him 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, it was good to get that. They blitzed on that corner, and he made that number 1 there from Ridgeline miss, that linebacker that blitzed, and pretty good move just to get 3 yards, really.
Brings up 2nd down and 7, another stoppage. With 5:07 to go, we got a timeout on the field.
Looks like we got, is that a player down over there on the sideline?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like there's a player down, so they'll stop the clock as they attend to the Ridgeline player while we have a minute. Thanks to more of our great sponsors for tonight's game. Golden Spike Electric, they sponsor tonight's halftime show. Don't let Mother Nature spoil your night. Get a Generac backup generator installed today. Call Golden Spike Electric at 257-3016. Cache Valley Daily, the latest news about what's going on in your community is found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports. That's CacheValleyDaily.com. Greer's Hardware. Greer's Do It Best Hardware is always looking to improve your shopping experience. See them at the Tremont Center or call 257-7749.
They got him up off the field now. I always bump that light with my shoulder.
Sometimes I think it motion activates. Bears take the snap, and instantly a flag goes up in the air. I think they're pointing to Ridgeline. Maybe that was
offsides.
I didn't think they blew that one dead, but maybe they do in high school.
I don't know. It seems like it's 50-50. I don't know. It seems like
Either
how
let
the
it
ref's
go
feeling that day. I don't know.
I mean, I get if the quarterback's in a dangerous position, you want to kill that play, but give the Bears 5 yards, brings up 2nd down and 1. The Ridgeline, at Bear River's own 39-yard line. RPO this time, and they'll throw down the right sideline. Actually had Stevens open. It's one of those that they tried to get over the top, and I think Jackson just rushed it just a hair.
Well, they did that little double move, which Stevens is really good at running that route, and I think that pressure kind of got to Jackson just a hair, made him force it just a little too quick. But they did try the double move, which we've been kind of waiting for, and he was open.
Good time to do it on 2nd and 1.
Yep.
Now 3rd down and short. We'll see if the Bears can pick up the first down, keep the drive going. Again, we've seen them in more of this power formation a bunch today, whether that's for pass protection to see if they can get some short yardage. They will hand off to Hess, and he's got the yardage up the middle, almost broke through, but he's going to pick up 6 yards. That's enough for a first down. Boy, he got through there quick.
Yeah, he hit that hole fast. Almost thinking he was going to just break that one as fast as he was going.
And as quick as he gets through there, if you're a linebacker or a safety, man, you just hope you're not on an island, that someone's there if you can make him change directions.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Bears, up near midfield. Mark them at the 46-yard line. Now down to 4.5 minutes to go till halftime. Bear River trailing 35-0. Here's a handoff to Hess again up the middle. This time Ridgeline converges.
Yeah, that's definitely their goal, right, is let's try to keep him bottled up, because you say you get to those linebacker stage and he could take it every time.
See if the Bears can find a way to get him out in space, maybe on a screen pass or a little dump off somewhere in the flat. We'll see. It's now 2nd down and 10. There's no gain. Split receivers again. Hess in the backfield next to Tire. He'll take the snap. This time hands off. No, he doesn't hand off. There's that RPO, and they had Tyden Jones over the middle, and the throw was just low out of his reach. That was going to be 15 or 16 yards for sure.
Yeah, just threw it off his back foot there. Didn't quite get that, and you're pushing off the back foot instead of throwing off the back foot makes a big difference, and just couldn't quite get enough oomph on it.
3rd down and 10 for Bear River, again inside their own territory at the 46-yard line. See if they can get enough yardage here to keep the offense out on the field and go for the first down. Now Ridgeline drops back into coverage. They'll throw out. There's the screen pass. Cash Avery's got it. He's going to pick up the first down, give him 15 yards on 3rd and 10. So there's a little screen pass to get some chunk yardage.
That's good sidearm throw there to get it around the defender to Cash, and Cash, nice little run to make sure to get the first down.
So the Bears back into Ridgeline territory.
We've been here. Now it's time to capitalize.
This will be the Bear Rivers' 3rd trip into Ridgeline territory. The previous 2 ended in turnovers. Guess we've been here 3 times. We've had 2 turnovers and a turnover on downs. See if the Bears can get some points here before half. Tyre takes the snap, throws out into the flat again. It's Brager. They tried to set up a little screen for him. Unable to get it for big yardage, but give him 4 yards on the play. 3 yards. 4 yards. Chain guys can't decide. Back and forth. Mark him at the 37-yard line.
But positive yards, so that's what we want. We need to get a score before halftime here.
Bears have 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Hess has been the primary back today. This time he takes the handoff up the middle. Nothing but players in there for both teams, and that's going to be just a short gain. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
Big play
3rd
here.
and 6.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't mind that play there on 2nd down. I mean, because you always got the curl that's been working, it seems like, every time if you can need the first down here. And Ridgeline's still playing off, 8-9 yards.
So we'll see what the Bears have here on 3rd down and 6. Tyre has 2 receivers on each side of the formation, right down the middle. Now they'll throw it out to the left side. They've got it into the speedy hands of Stevens. I don't know what you call that play, kind of just a little swing pass out in the flat, and you try and come back to the ball and then get your momentum back going forward, and gets enough for a first down.
Yeah, he had a lineman out there too, so I'm assuming it's some type of screen play they're trying to get, and I'm not sure which one it was. That lineman there on the end made a great block to be able to break him for the first down. Kind of went to a bunch of screens here, and it seems to be getting us some chunk yardage. So
1st and 10 for the Bears, just inside the 30-yard line in Ridgeline territory. We're down to 1:20 to go till halftime. Tyre takes the snap, throws over the middle, has a man open. Good catch made. I didn't see. Was that Brager?
I don't know. Trying to have him actually put his hands down so we could see.
I believe it is.
Like
yeah, that's Brager. Another first down catch.
Yeah, well, good to see him getting involved a lot more tonight.
Clock ticks down close to 1 minute. Bear River 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line. Motion across the formation with Avery. Tyre takes the snap, looks to throw left side on the sideline. Catch is made. Give him 6 more yards. Brager again.
There's that 5-yard curl, and Jackson, they always send guy in motion, and I think when no one follows him, he knows he's got that soft cover 3 where he can get that every time.
So a methodical drive here from the Bears, but at this point, move the ball down the field and keep Ridgeline off the field, and let's see what happens.
Yep.
3 receivers to the right this time. Tyre takes the snap, wants to throw over the middle, has a catch made by Stevens, makes one move, big hit all the way down inside the 2-yard line. The Bears are set up nicely.
There's that little RPO that they're famous for, and Jackson throws that pass really well there, that route. So
Bears make a handful of substitution as they bring in what looks to be kind of their goal line package, if you can have goal line out of the shotgun. Tyre takes a snap, handoff up the middle. Ridgeline is there as they collapse on the play. No gain, maybe a loss of 1 or 2. It brings them back to the 3-yard line, and Bear River will call timeout.
Yeah, and this is one of those bad times. This is where you get a little frustrated because you've already used 2 timeouts on things you shouldn't have to use them for, but 25 seconds you would have maybe liked to try to run it one more time.
Yeah, for sure.
Where you're out of timeouts now, it kind of limits on what you can do.
So we'll see here. The one thing that this does, too, is you inch closer to that goal line, Ridgeline. You're obviously not going to play back that far because you'd be standing out of the end zone, so it brings the defense right up into the play.
Yep. Everything's a little more compact and a little harder to find open guys when it gets this close. But
see if maybe the Bears can run some sort of a pick here. The play that I hate that they allow to happen is two receivers pretty much setting a screen on a guy, but you can get away with it if you do it the right way, and it usually works.
Yep.
See if they break the outside receiver in and run Stevens to the pylon. He might get a score that way.
So it kind of almost looks like they're set up in that formation. But
now they'll motion the third guy over to that side. They're going to sprint everyone over to the right. They tried to get Hess out of the backfield, nothing doing. Now the throw goes to the middle of the end zone. It falls incomplete.
Jackson had plenty of time there and kind of tried to gun it over the middle there late. But, again, that's where you kind of – Ridgeline almost knows, hey, they either have to throw it here or time may run out.
Mm-hmm. So it brings up 3rd down and goal, again at the 3-yard line. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Dyer takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Hess. He's got to get into the end zone, and he's tackled at the 1-yard line. So now you got to get up and run your play.
Yeah.
No timeouts, and it's 4th down. Got to get on the ball.
And you can't spike it here.
Nope,
so.
This has got to be a play. 2, 1. They do not get the snap. No, they give it to him. This time they throw to Brager in the end zone. Did he catch it? I think he had both feet down. I don't know if he maintained possession. No signal.
I think it incomplete. I think it ended up in the kids back there.
Ball. Okay, so the ball, it looked like he had it, got 2 feet down, but it looks like he was unable to maintain possession through the play. So the Bears come up empty on the goal line to end the first half, and Ridgeline goes into halftime with a 35-0 lead. They will get the ball to start the second half. So you're listening to Bear River Bears football. It's Ridgeline 35, Bear River 0 on 104.9 The Ranch.
Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brigham City.
Frank May Skidoo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com. Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016. If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brand Cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking. Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Welcome back, Bears fans. As we are at the half with Ridgeline leading the Bears 35-0 in a first half that was ultimately dominated by the Riverhawks on the offensive side of the ball. Tonight's halftime show sponsored by Golden Spike Electric. Don't let Mother Nature spoil your night. Get a Generac backup generator installed today. Call Golden Spike Electric at 257-3016. Special thanks again, Golden Spike Electric, for sponsoring tonight's halftime show. If we look at some of the stats from the first half, the one stat that we were close to Ridgeline in was first downs. They had 13, we had 12. But Ridgeline, again, dominating the statistical categories. They threw for 264 yards in the first half. They averaged 200 and can't remember what I said, somewhere around 250 per game. So they're already over their average per game. 10 for 16 through the air. So, I mean, they're picking it up in chunks, averaging 17 yards per play through the air. They've rushed the ball 11 times for 62 yards. That's 5.5 yards per rush. And the Bears averaging just 2 yards per rush on 18 attempts for 40 yards. Bears have passed for 12 out of 20 for 101 yards. But again, the big discrepancy is Ridgeline averaging almost 12 yards per play to Bear Rivers 3.5 yards per play. 2 turnovers for the Bears. Third down conversions, Bear River 5 of 9, Ridgeline 3 for 5. Ridgeline hasn't been in a bunch of third downs. The Bears more recently, though, in their last 2 possessions, been able to move the ball down the field, unable to get any points on the board. Would have been nice, I'm not saying come back and win the game, but to really get 7 points on the board before half, when you were able to keep Ridgeline off the field for the last 6 minutes of that quarter, felt like it was going to be a little bit of a victory.
Yeah, it would have been sweet to have them punch it in right there. But, you know, it looked like from the stats, especially the first downs, it seems like, you know, Bear River came in with a game plan and they wanted just to methodically move the ball down the field, try to keep Ridgeline off the field, which quite honestly is probably a smart decision after watching how explosive they are. But they're going to have to change up some things here in the second half to see if we can at least make this respectable. And we've been down like this before, right? Almost. We were down 27 the first game at home and almost came back and got it. So,
yeah, a little different team here, but you hope for the same thing. You come out in the second half, put a few scores on the board. Maybe you get a big play on defense. and ignite your crowd, and anything can happen. So again, Bear River finds themselves trailing 35-0 here at home against Ridgeline, a very good Ridgeline team, undefeated on the season. They're expected to compete for a state championship, really win Region 11. But we'll see how the Bears come out in the second half. Would like to see them put up some fight here. This is, if anything, it's a measuring stick for your team. You want to tell your guys, hey, let's come. I get the score is 35-0, but let's come out and play a little bit better than that. Let's show these guys we can compete with them a little bit better than we did. Try and make a few adjustments and see if you come off of this field tonight, at least with a little bit of encouragement going into your next game.
Yeah, for sure. And then, I mean, Ridgeline has done everything that we wondered if they could. They're as good as they're advertised, for sure. They got players at every level and on the line, receivers, running backs, defense. So, I mean, they're the real deal, and I agree with you, though. If we can come out and maybe at least show some fight and show them who we really are the second half, because you never know if you're going to meet them in the playoffs.
Absolutely. And one thing that I find fascinating with this Ridgeline team, as much as I hate to say it, is they come out here, they spread you out, and they run an offense that's designed to score quickly, and to score in chunks. And to be honest with you, they have the players to do it. Their quarterback, Nate Dahlia, has been absolutely fantastic. He's made throws out of the pocket. He's made throws dropping back. He's made throws stepping up into the pocket, accurate sideline throws, over the middle throws. You've got a quarterback that can do it all, and then they've got the skilled players. We saw what Livingston can do when they move him in motion, run him in the slot. They've run him on go routes. Really haven't had to use the run game a bunch, but when you have skilled players like this, I mean, they can run the spread offense. They're not posers. You get some of these high school teams that everyone now is trying to spread it out. They're trying to spread you out in Little League, and not everyone can do it, but they do it, and they do it really well. So
yeah,
it's going to be a challenge. We'll see what the Bears can make a few adjustments and try and make this game a little bit more respectable as we come down into the third and fourth quarter. You've been listening to the Gem Electric postgame show, or not the postgame show, it's just halftime. The score looks like the game's over, but we're at half, 35-0 Ridgeline. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter on 104.9 The Ranch.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years in a row in the Best of Northern Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in Northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brenham City.
Frank May Skidoo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com. Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016. If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brands cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking. Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call them today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
For over 25 years, Bob's Body Shop has been the Bear River Valley's leader in auto body repair, windshield replacement, and auto detailing. They are a preferred insurance repair shop. Their employees are consistently trained on all the new repair methods. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Plan ahead.
Joan and Josh Rudd of Rudd Funeral Home will pay attention to the details to make your service a great one. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com.
Hanson Motors has won gold 3 years in a row in the Best of Northern Utah contest. For 72 years, Hanson Motors has been your trusted Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac dealer. Your gold standard in Northern Utah.
Hanson Motors in Brenham City.
Frank May Skidoo in Honeyville has been family operated since '68, 3 generations deep, sharing our passion for the great outdoors. Swing by and let's chat snow, share stories, and find the perfect Skidoo for you. Visit frankmayskidoo.com for a slice of our history.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com. Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016.
Welcome back, Bears fans, as we get you ready for the start of the third quarter. We appreciate Golden Spike Electric for sponsoring tonight's halftime show. Some of our 8 other great sponsors for tonight's game. Mike Knorr Plumbing. When you need someone to fix a leak quickly, call the Best of Northern Utah silver medalist Mike Knorr Plumbing, 257-0646. Frank May Skidoo. Find your best life on a Can-Am side-by-side from Frank May Skidoo online at frankmayskidoo.com. Post Consumer Brand Cereal. Proud to bring you their annual cereal sale to benefit the United Way. Watch for it coming up this fall. So I misspoke at the end of the first half. I thought Ridgeline was getting the ball at halftime. It's Bear River who will start with the ball, so that even more disheartening that Bear River unable to get those points right before the half as they were down on the 1-yard line, and Ridgeline comes up with the 4th down stop, which the time ran out anyway in the half, and the Bears walked away with nothing. Find themselves down 35-0 as we start the second half.
Well,
the kick is away, and it's out of the back of the end zone. Wow, nice kick.
Yeah, I wondered why they didn't do that more, because watching him do the kickoffs or the extra points, I'm like, he's got a leg.
Wow.
And that one, he just says, look, we're not even giving you a chance to return it here. So.
Yeah. Granted, the wind is behind him just a little bit tonight, but a great kick. So Bears will start first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Well, we're going to have to move in a hurry, get it down to at least 27. And the rules state if you're up 35 in the second half, mercy rule goes in the running clock. So
First snap is at the feet of Dyer, and he has to chase it down inside the 10-yard line. So doomsday on the first snap of the second half, as that snap was wide left of Jackson and on the ground. Did everything he could to just keep it Bear River possession, and that'll bring up a second down and about 24 yards.
yeah, and I imagine that's one of those things as a coach, you get pretty frustrated this far into the season. Those kind of snaps shouldn't be happening.
Bears with more of a full max protect formation here. They will hand it off straight up the middle. There's a nice little chunk yardage play from Reggie Hess. Gets almost all of the yards back. It'll be back to second down and about 11, or third down, excuse me.
Yeah, good play there. Get us back to where at least it's manageable, third and something.
Bears needing to pick up a first down here to avoid going 3 and out on the first possession of the second half. First play again started with a bad snap that cost the Bears about 13 yards on first down.
We don't seem too urgent yet.
Snap is taken by Tyre. They bring pressure off both sides, set up the screen up the middle, and it goes in and out of the hands of Hess. There wasn't anywhere to go, even if he brings that one in. Ridgeline collapsed on it pretty nicely. They read that well, and Bear River will have to punt on 4th down and 11.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was said at halftime. I can only imagine that they may have got their butts chewed a little bit, but not really what they wanted to do to start the second half here.
Yeah, not a good-looking opening possession. Here's the snap, lands 3 feet in front of our punter, who then has to pick it up, and the punt is horrific. That lands at the 30 and rolls back another 8 yards. It's going to be a net gain of about 10 yards on that punt.
So if you could script the worst way to start after halftime, that was probably it, right? Like snap at the feet and drop ball,
and another bad snap.
And a 10-yard punt. It's too bad.
So Ridgeline will start first down and 10 inside Bear River territory at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, those are those ones like you hate to count those punts against the punter because he was going to get that thing blocked if he didn't hurry and kick it.
Everything he could to just try and get it out of there. So here's Ridgeline. Their first possession of the second half comes with 8 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. They are leading 35-0. They fake the handoff. Now they'll sprint over the left side, throw all the way back across the formation, and there's their big tight end again trying to stumble into the end zone. They'll mark him out, it looks like. No, they don't mark him out. Still don't have a signal. They've announced that it's a touchdown, but I didn't get a signal from an official.
Yeah, I was looking down here at the official that would probably call it right by the pylon. And he didn't
was
even
putting his foot on the sideline like he'd stepped out, but it's a touchdown for Ridgeline. Give him 41.
Well, and if anybody knows Ridgeline and Coach Cox the way some of us do, he's going to keep coming at us. So we're going to have to be ready and we're going to have to play a little better.
They're not going to take any mercy on us. It's just their way. The kick is up and good, and that makes the score 42-0 as the Bears have the disaster opening drive, and Ridgeline takes advantage. One play, a little throwback pass to the tight end for the touchdown. He's had a nice game for Ridgeline. That's, again, 40 Crew Jones. He's a big 6'4" sophomore tight end.
He's a big guy, and he runs well.
He does. He moves great. They move him across the formation in both directions. 6'4", 220 sophomore. How would it be?
Yeah. I mean, it was a really well-designed play, too. You had Dowley fake it and then roll like he was going to throw over there to the left, and then he just came across the field there, and he was just wide open and threw the ball across the field there. And good, well-designed play.
Yeah. A lot of what we've been saying.
Yeah.
So Ridgeline to kick to Bear River. Kick is away down the middle. They're going to throw a flag. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, looks like they're going to back him up 5 yards and have him re-kick, I would imagine. But
Going to get to show that leg off again.
and he put that one through the end zone again, so we'll see if he just does it again or not.
So we'll do it again. Well, Ridgeline, not sure if he wanted a different ball.
I think it took him about that long
Oh,
to
the
go
ball
get
was
the other
clear
one all the way
there.
down
I'm
there.
like, let's just kick the same one and here we go. But, yeah, they had to retrieve the one. He wants that one. Give me the good one, he says.
Yeah.
Don't give me the Tom Brady ball. I want this one that's aired up. We'll be kicking from their own 35-yard line, and we'll do it again. Now the ball falls off the tee. This kickoff's never going to happen. Why we have just a second. Riverside Corner Sinclair, home to the famous chicken strips, and was recognized in Best of Northern Utah. Stop by on your way in or out of town. You'll be glad that you did. Riverside Corner Sinclair. Here we go. Kickoff attempt number 2 is up, and it's away. It's a low line drive kick that's going to land at the 10-yard line and go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And we're right back where we were
after
5
all
minutes
that,
ago.
I'd have just preferred you kept the flag in the pocket on that one. It was going out of the end zone, but here we are.
All right, at this point, I think we probably just try to get some things working and try to start building on next week, really, right?
Yeah, a chance to say, hey, our offense has not looked great. It's had moments, but here's a chance to get some rhythm, get some reps. First snap is up the middle to Hess. He tries to fight left and right again, and now he's out near first down yardage on first down, so good run by him.
Yeah,
really
good run
shifty in there.
Reggie. Yeah.
He doesn't need a lot of room, and they haven't done a great job of giving him any room, but when he has just a sliver of light, he gets through there.
He hits the hole quick.
Second down and a long one. Still shows first down. We'll take the extra down if we can get it. Hess this time tries to bounce through there, and he'll get just enough for the first down.
Sometimes you're not real excited about 1-yard runs, but when you get a first down, we're going to take it.
Bear River now out to the 31-yard line. The clock runs now at 6:20 to go in the third quarter. Dyer takes the snap, looks over the right side, throws out there to the right side. Pass falls incomplete, just a little bit short and behind the receiver. Tried to come back and get that one. I believe that's Stevens over there, on the far side of the field. Brings up second down and 10.
Yeah, that throw, it almost makes you wonder if Jackson's hands bugging him a little bit, because those are the ones he's usually right on the money with.
Tyden Jones is going to run off the field, and onto the field comes Corver Riley. He'll go as far away as he had to run to get clear over to the other side. They'll have 3 to that far side of the formation. Tyre takes the snap. Is going to spin back out of pressure, try to throw down the right sideline. Has a man, but just for a short gain. I believe that's Cash Avery. Gets 2 yards as he was running toward the sideline and snagged that pass.
Yeah, good play really by Cash there. I mean, it doesn't look good on paper, but really kind of broke off his route there to come back and help the quarterback when Jackson was kind of scrambling for his life.
There is a penalty marker on the play. Did not see that one. That's against Ridgeline, so Ridgeline's moving
Yeah, it must have been roughing the passer.
It's 15 yards.
He threw it kind of where Jackson got hit over there, far side. That flag kind of blend in with it.
I did not see anything out there, but yep, there's the indication to Ridgeline sideline that it was roughing the passer. So up near midfield, Bears still in their own territory at the 46-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. This time they option to the right side, try and get around the end. Maybe 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't seen quite yet. That was a little different wrinkle there. Unfortunately, it didn't fool Ridgeline much, but good to have in the bag of tricks.
So 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play. 2 receivers to each side. Still Reggie Hess in the backfield with Jackson Tyre. They take the snap. They look to throw over the right side. Ridgeline collapsing close to intercepted, but just broken up on the play. Intended for Stevens.
Yeah,
Stevens, I believe.
I think so. I almost wonder if number 5, I'm not sure who it is there for Ridgeline. I think he was more worried in making the tackle. I think if he would have turned his head, he may have picked that one, but
Ridgeline has been, their pursuit to the ball has been excellent in this game. I still think you could get them over the top, but we just haven't had enough time to develop a play that gets over the top. Here's a throw into the secondary, but Corver Riley unable to get into that spot. Was either intended for him or Stevens.
Yeah, I think it was there for Stevens, and unfortunately, if he would have caught that, I think he would have got lit up because there was middle linebacker just coming right across there. So
the Bears will go into punt formation as it's 4th down and 10. They're almost at midfield. See if the Bears can get a little better punt away on this one. Snap is good this time. The punt is down the right side, end over end, and it goes out of bounds. So not the greatest punt. It's going to put them down about the 34-yard line.
No, almost like
now they're walking forward.
Oh, wow. About the 40-yard line, huh?
They needed my view up here. I think that thing pretty much landed on the 35-yard line at the sideline, but we'll give them a break.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So
now they're marking it back at the 35. They got
right
the
where
ball
I
back
said.
here,
So Ridgeline takes over. We're down to 2:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ridgeline all over the Bears, 42-0. Ridgeline takes a snap. This time they'll hand off over the left side of the formation. Powering forward, give them 12 yards on 1st down. I believe.
Number 23.
That's J.T. White. He's been quiet today, the 5'10 senior. Is their leading rusher. Has had a few nice runs, though.
Yeah, it was a good run, good blocking there. He just kind of put his hand on the back of one of his linemen and was like, well, until someone stops us, we're going to keep going here.
Yeah, really good with his feet. You can tell he keeps those feet moving really well. So Ridgeline 1st and 10 up near midfield. They'll take the snap. This is another handoff up the middle over the right side, and it's J.T. White again, and just enough, I believe, again for a 1st down.
Yeah, 2 good runs there. I mean, he didn't even get touched there until about 7 yards into the run. Makes it hard.
First and 10 for Ridgeline, inside Bear River territory. They'll run 3 receivers to the right side, snap bobbled. Now they'll throw back across. This is Livingston. Graham Livingston's had a good game. He slips and goes down on his own to a knee. Give him 6 yards on the play.
What do you think there? If he wouldn't have actually stopped himself, do you think that ref would have blew the whistle? Because he acted like, what's going on here?
Yeah, he slipped down and went to a knee and knew he was down, but then he got up. And there wasn't a whistle. There's a chance he was about to get smacked. Second down and 3 for Ridgeline, Bear River 36-yard line. So we're now under 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Snap. This time the handoff looks to be up the middle. They'll bounce it over the left side. Now cut back up the middle. That's J.T. White. reaches in and a touchdown saving tackle made by Bear River.
Tice Capner, I think, there.
So a nice play by Capner to keep Ridgeline out of the end zone. Mark it at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they're kind of asserting themselves on the running game now, which...
Yeah, this drive has been all about the run. Dolly this time with 3 receivers to the left. They'll hand off over the right side. JT White as a flag comes in the area of holding. We'll see what the call is going to be. No gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1.
Yeah, I would imagine
tackle
that's
is Rice, I believe, number 27.
Yeah, good pursuit there by the Bears for sure.
Wasn't looking at the signal, but I'm pretty sure it was a holding.
Holding for sure. Yep.
Move them back now to the 20-yard line. Replay first down.
Should end the quarter, it looks like.
That'll do it for the third quarter. Ridgeline gets one more score on the board in the third quarter. It makes the score 42 for the Riverhawks, 0 for our Bears. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter on 104.9 The Ranch.
If you enjoyed a delicious bowl of cereal this morning, chances are it was produced by Post Consumer Brand Cereals right here in Tremonton. Post is involved in every aspect of the community. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites because they are true to their roots.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking. Got car problems? At K&N Automotive, they've got the knowledge, equipment, and expert staff to find the solution. From complex issues to routine maintenance, they've got you covered. And with their lifetime warranty on most repairs, you can drive with peace of mind. Visit K&N Automotive today.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on Cache.
Welcome back, Bear River fans. Start of the fourth quarter, and the first snap is fumbled by Ridgeline. It's the first thing they've done wrong today, and the ball is recovered by Bear River in their own territory.
Hey, there we go. That's what we needed.
It was almost like the quarterback wasn't quite ready for the snap, and by the time that thing got there, it was over his head.
Yeah, it kind of hit him and then went straight in the air, and he couldn't find it.
So the Bears take over on the turnover. They'll run the offense back out onto the field. So Bear River starts 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Dyer takes the snap, handoff goes up the middle, no gain on the play, maybe a loss of 1.
Good move by, who was it? He just took an inside swim move there and just caught Reggie there in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd down and 11. Jackson takes the snap. Another handoff up the middle. Same result, maybe a loss of 1 yard on the play. A little extracurricular activity from the Bears.
Yeah, it's one of those at this point. You got to, Coach Wade, I'm sure, is over there. Hey, keep your temper. I mean, I don't care who you are. It's never fun to get beat like this, and you get a little upset sometimes.
Yeah, it's easy sometimes too. Maybe you take that extra shot there at the end of the play, but definitely don't want to do something to hurt your team. Here's the snap on 3rd down and long. The pass falls well short of the intended receiver on the left side. Looked like they were trying to set up a little screen pass, and the Bears will go 3 and out on the turnover.
Yeah, and
just feels like they maybe weren't quite ready to come back out on the field after that fumble recovery. Just way out of sync.
You know, Jackson keeps holding that hand, and I haven't ever seen him throw into the ground like that on those screen passes. I wonder if his hands really is bugging him worse than he's putting on.
The punt is away from the Bears. Good punt down the left side. That one goes out of bounds. Now that one might need to come up a little bit forward. We'll see where they mark it out of bounds. Looks like it does get into almost right up near midfield. Mark them at Ridgeline's 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Riverhawks.
Yeah, you'd sure like to see the Bears get something going here this quarter and
Get a score on the board, something. You don't want to get shut out. I mean, there's no moral victories, but put some points on the board. First and 10 for Ridgeline. Looks like Bears want to bring pressure off the right side. Now they'll back out of it. Handoff goes over the left side, and it Bears there to meet him nicely. First one in on the tackle for Bear River. I'm prepared with my sheets and numbers. 74 was Damon Anderson for Bear River, sophomore.
I'm just glad you can see the numbers.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's
I
tough
can't.
this time of night. Like to give those linemen some props. Don't call their number enough. More pressure on the blitz from Bear River. They get in there, almost knock the ball out as the runner had a hard time hanging on to that one. Goes for no gain.
Probably got a little lucky on that one. It looked like Cash was maybe a step across the line.
Yeah, maybe in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Just give us that one.
Yeah.
So Ridgeline right at midfield brings up 3rd down and 8.
Be interesting to see what they call here, if they continue just to keep the ball on the ground or if they try to get a first down here. And I mean, Bears right now, they're just sending everybody kind of selling out on the run.
3 receivers to the near side of the field. 1 receiver up top. They do want to throw. It is a different quarterback in there for Ridgeline.
Yeah.
Failed to mention that or notice on this possession until now. That's number 9.
Why'd they throw the flag here? He didn't rough the passer back there, did he? No. He called roughing the passer. He didn't even knock him to the ground. That's man.
So give Ridgeline a first down on the roughing the passer. I don't even have their quarterback on the roster. It says number 9. So we'll never know who it is, but he was roughed apparently, and Ridgeline's going to pick up a first down via the penalty.
Man, I don't even know if I should be that vocal on the radio about that. That was bad. I watched that whole thing. It wasn't even close to roughing the passer.
So move Ridgeline down inside the 40-yard line. Take the snap, and they'll hand off straight up the middle. Looks like number 27 for Ridgeline on the carry. Adam Hedelius, the junior.
Looks like the Bears are subbing some of their guys out. Dallin Rice came off, and Bingham comes off. We'll see if get some guys some minutes, other guys some minutes.
Freshman in there, number 44. Bennett Allen, I know that one.
Nice.
Give him some props to the nephew out there getting some varsity time.
Yeah.
One of your former players.
That's right.
Coached them a few years ago.
Good sized kid. He's been a good player for a long time. He's going to be a good player for Bear River.
Some of the younger guys out there. Brings up 3rd down and 7 for Ridgeline. They'll hand off over the right side. Bears trying to bring them, stop them short of first down yardage. I think he broke through to get the first down, or they mark him short.
Just a little short, it looks like.
So it'll be 4th down and short for Ridgeline. I'm assuming they'll just go for it.
Yeah.
They will. It's 4th down and 2. Some confusion from Ridgeline. They've got now 4 receivers on the left side, 1 to the right. Oh, and the Bears jump, and then it caused the receiver to go. We'll see who they call that one on. And they are going to say encroachment on Bear River.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do think that is the right call.
Yeah, you kind of, if you're the defense, you say, well, call it on the offense, they move, but they've kind of moved away from that in recent years. Even in the pros, if the defense jumps and it causes the offense to move, they'll usually give it to the defense.
Yeah. And you can't blame them. There's a couple of those guys are getting some varsity time for the first time, and they want to make a
anxious.
play. Yeah.
I think Ridgeline knew that too, so they get the first down on the penalty. This time they'll hand it off up the middle. Tackle made by the Bears after a gain of about 2 yards. Titan Jones still out there anchoring the defenders that are out there.
Yeah, if I know Ty, they probably wanted him to come off, and he said, "No, I'm good." But
Ends
it's
up 2nd and 7.
Good opportunity for guys like Bennett and to learn from him while he's out there as well.
Absolutely. Another short gain for Ridgeline on the handoff. Moves them down just inside the 20-yard line. Be 3rd down and about 6. Ridgeline with 5 receivers set, no back in this formation. Snaps taken, looks to throw, throws over the middle. The pass is intercepted. Taken by Cash Avery, and he'll return it down the right side of the field, trying to stay in bounds. Gets all the way out to the 40-yard line. I wondered if they'd try and throw. It looked like they wanted to, and the no-name number 9 quarterback, who I don't have on the roster, ends up throwing the interception.
To another number 9, Cash Avery.
There we go. There's 2 number 8s on the roster, but the other number 8 is not listed as a quarterback, but maybe he is. We'll say it's Jet Jensen, the freshman.
And if not, he just got
credited.
Yeah.
Got credited for that pick.
It's like we switched quarterbacks too. We got Preston in there now, looks like 16, Preston Wilkinson.
Yes, new quarterback for the Bears. Another throw to Brager on the sideline. We've seen that about 7 times tonight, and I think they've completed it every time. One of the few positives for Bear River. Wilkinson, the sophomore quarterback for Bear River. Takes the snap. This time they'll hand to Hess up the middle. There's one of those seams he gets into. Give him 17 yards on first down. And obviously, we're at the point of the game where both teams have a lot of their backups in. Now 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the game. Timeout on the field called by Ridgeline. This might be one of those chats that you're having on the sidelines. Hey, guys, do we really want them to get a score? We don't want to put the first guys back in, but you guys step up and get a stop.
Yeah, and you never want to let that goose egg off the table if you're Ridgeline, but you don't want to have it on there if you're the Bears either. So
yeah,
hopefully they can get one punched in. It looks like we still got most of our starters out there minus Jackson. Cash is out there. Reggie's out there.
That's true.
Tatum, Riley. Brager's out there. Most of our linemen are out there.
And maybe this has something to do with, as you said, the hand for Jackson Tyler. We'll see if that develops into a bigger story, but he's definitely out for this drive. Wilkinson takes the snap, hand off to Hess again up the middle. Give him a couple of yards on first down, and the flag comes in late. That may be an unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, it almost looks like
helmet to helmet hit.
Yeah, targeting there almost, but
that's where he threw it right at the same time.
Looked like that defender almost lowered his head a little bit. Oh, and no, now they're waving it off.
That's like, I've never understood that. Somebody saw something, right? Maybe he was going to see if the contact was at his head or maybe it was shoulder. Ridgeline's running their whole team off the field and bringing on a completely new team.
Another timeout by Ridgeline.
At one point there, I think Ridgeline had 22 players on the field. 11 going off and 11 coming on. So
Yeah.
Ridgeline ends up calling a timeout. There's 2:57 to go. Ridgeline up big, 42-0 in the fourth quarter, in a game that was pretty much over at halftime. In the second half, the clock's been running, and Ridgeline has been content to run the ball a little bit in the second half. I thought maybe we'd see him come out and just keep slinging it around, but they have chewed up some of the clock.
Yeah, and that was good for them because they probably could have put up a couple more
Yeah.
if they wanted to.
Surprised us.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 8 for Bear inside the 25-yard line. Wilkinson takes the snap, wants to throw it down the right side, up and over everybody, intended for Brager on the play.
It's one of the few times that crow route hasn't worked.
Yeah, just a pass that was over everybody. Third down and 8.
Good old Wayne Payne. He's getting his thumb workout up here. That ref starts and stops it so quick.
I get the question all the time, what's the beeping in the background? It's the clock starting and stopping and the scoreboard. So the pass is completed for a first down on the left side. Didn't see who had that reception, but nice completion there from Wilkinson.
Brager again.
He's got to be up near 12 or 13 catches in this game. 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Blitz beautifully that time by Ridgeline over the right side of the line, and they'll stop him for no gain, maybe a loss of 1.
That Bennett on the carry, too?
Oh, I didn't even notice. Is he in there at
44
running back?
there,
Yeah,
right?
that's Bennett Allen, the freshman, in at running back.
Yeah, he's getting some time on both sides of the ball.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. That's right.
Here's the snap. Wilkinson wants to throw. Boy, get that ball put away. Does finally find somebody out in the flat. I believe that might have been Stevens.
That or Cash. I don't know.
They get clear over there, and it's like they don't have a number.
I think that's Cash Avery.
Cash Avery on the catch. He had a big game at Burley. Had a handful of catches for 60-plus yards. Brings up 3rd down and 7. Now 1:20 to go in the game. Wilkinson fakes the handoff throw over the middle. Cash Avery's got it, and that'll be a touchdown for the Bears. There's one of those RPOs that we've seen from Jackson Tire a bunch, and that was executed brilliantly by Wilkinson, and nice play by Cash to finish it off.
Yeah, great play there. Good to see him get on the board.
So the Bears do get the goose egg off the board. One minute and 11 seconds to go in the game. Bears will go out for the extra point. Kick is up, and the extra point is
No good.
Oh, no good. Wide right. That's kind of rare for.
Yeah.
Is that Stone Higley that's out there kicking that?
Yeah, you don't see that a lot. Stone doesn't miss those.
Sydney Nelson is the name of the snapper that was out there on the extra point for Bear. Yes, she's a senior. Sydney Nelson. I know she plays center, and she was out there for the snap on that one. So. Bears will kick it away. Score is 42-6. Stone Higley will kick it away. He's had a quiet day today. Haven't run him out there enough. I can tell he's a little frustrated about that PAT.
Yeah.
He knows that that's pretty automatic for him.
Yeah, he's shaking his head a little bit, and I don't blame him.
This one goes deep into the end zone. He says, hey, look at that. I still got some leg on me. That'll be a touchback, and Ridgeline will have it for what should be the final possession of the game.
Yeah, I'd imagine they'll come out in victory huddle here in formation and just take a knee, but time will tell.
Rudd Funeral Home in Tremont and Garland. Treat your family with care and compassion in your time of need. Online at ruddfuneralhome.com. Hanson Motors. Proud to be the only locally owned Chevy, GMC, and Cadillac dealer in Box Elder County. 3-time gold winner for new auto dealer in Best of Northern Utah contest. As Ridgeline comes out, they will start at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this is a different formation.
The snap is dropped on the ground, but picked up and kneeled down. It's like punt formation, but for a kneel down.
I mean, we're doing victory huddle out of the shotgun now too, huh?
It's instead of stepping back a yard, you lose 5 yards every time. So 2nd and 15. I think they just have to snap it this last time. The snap is taken, kneel down, and that should do it. Yeah, both teams are going to head off the field, and that's going to wrap it up. The Bears are going to fall on their home field against Ridgeline, a team that came in with all the hype. They lived up to the hype. Granted, the Bears didn't play their best game, but Ridgeline did what they came here to do, is pick up another victory in Region 11. The Bears will have some regrouping to do this week before they're back at it. We'll take a short break. We'll come back for our Gem Electric post-game show, where we'll hand out the player of the game for the Bears, talk a little bit about this game, and then preview our next game on Friday. We'll take a short break on 104.9 The Ranch.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
The thing some stores call customer service.
Hello?
Over here.
Oh, I need a little help finding some tools.
Tools on aisle 50.
With Greer's Do It Best hardware, you won't feel lost in our store. We'll walk you to the item you need and provide expert advice. Greer's Do It Best hardware.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Welcome back, Bears fans, to the Gem Electric postgame show. If you're in need of electrical wiring for a new construction or a remodel, call John Miller at Gem Electric. That's 257-7113. Again, thanks to Gem Electric for sponsoring tonight's postgame show. Kobe, there's not a lot to talk about. I mean, the game spoke for itself. Not going to sit here and try and analyze it. It is what it is. It's a team that overmatched the Bears on our home field. We're obviously not at that level yet. Good learning experience, I think, for the Bears, and you got to move on and get ready for homecoming next week, which is another opportunity to get the spirits up, get excited. There'll be another big crowd, as there always is, and you got Skyview coming in, another rival for the Bears. You don't like Skyview any more than you like Ridgeline, so got them on your home field. Try and take care of business against the Skyview team that's not what they normally are, but certainly formidable.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, hats off to Ridgeline. Great game. They came in. They say on paper it was kind of a mismatch, and it turned out to be that. So, but they had to perform, and they did. So kudos to them. But I agree with you. Like, let's hopefully move on quick from this, look on to next week, and get back to work and see, okay, hey, what can we do better, and really try to just forget about this game. There's not a lot of great things to remember.
Some of the stats from tonight's game, Brager, with as many catches as he had, a lot of them were short gains, 5, 6, 7 yards at a pop. He ended up with 63 receiving yards on a bunch of catches. Again, a game offensively that was dominated by Ridgeline. They come away with 407 total yards of offense, right at about what they do for their season average. Again, and that really just tells the story of the game. But before we go, let's hand out a player of the game. tonight for Bear River, and as we were talking during the break, I think you found somebody that was pretty deserving.
Yeah, every time the ball got thrown to him, he caught it. And I think tonight I'd have to go with Eli Brager. He had a great game, not getting any catches last week at Burley. This week he came back and caught everything that was thrown to him, and maybe not a ton of yards, but I think he had probably 8 or 9, maybe 10 catches probably.
Yeah, double digits for sure.
And played a good game, so that'd be my player of the game.
So we'll give the player of the game tonight to Eli Brager for the Bears. Had a good game receiving. Again, there wasn't a whole lot positive from this game, but he was one of the bright spots. We're going to wrap up tonight's broadcast. Thank you for sticking around for the Gem Electric postgame show. Not the game that we wanted, but we'll hope that the Bears can rebound next week at home against Skyview for homecoming week. It'll be 7 o'clock right here, Bear Field. We'll try and get onto the field about 15 minutes before tip-off. So, again, thanks for joining us tonight. You've been listening to Bear River Bears football on 104.9 The Ranch.
This Bear River Bears broadcast has been a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support from Adams Wealth Advisors, McDonald's, Castelite, Academy Mortgage, Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Golden Spike Electric, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Consumer Brand Cereals, Levitt Group of Northern Utah, Advanced Integrated Systems, Yes Printing, Rudd Funeral Home, IFA Country Store, Riverside Corner Sinclair, and CashValleyDaily.com. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CashValleyDaily.com.